All right, we're live.
We are live.
Today it's just Adam and Doug, the Adam and Doug Show. We're doing the off weeks as sort of our own little podcast thingy-majig because we want to do it more than everyone else wants to.
Yep. So we'll call this Bullshirt podcast the B-side.
Hell yeah, B-side. All right, Doug, what are we talking about today?
Well, let's see here. I figure we need a sponsor, and I've been mulling some stuff over anyway.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about turning around and making soap, and I think I have come up with a name for my soap company. CYA for Clean Your Ass.
I like just calling it soap, some other asshole's problem, but...
Well, you know, I figure that one's a little worn out for the soap company.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The soap company.
Yeah, don't worry about cleaning your ass. That's some other asshole's problem. No. I like CYA Clean Your Ass.
So, my cousin listened to the podcast last week. Mm-hmm. He said the coronavirus is not as funny as we're making it because he's in South Korea. I told him it's still funny to me because I'm not there.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah,
I mean, it's in Colorado now, so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's not as here as it is there.
Right. Well, I mean, the whole thing about the coronavirus is up until you have the testing capacity for it, mm-hmm. To where you can tell where it is and where it isn't.
Right.
It's going to fucking run wild. And South Korea was one of the first places that it went to because somebody went to the church in South Korea and it turned from that one schmuck going to the church in South Korea. The last numbers I heard were they had 6,000 and some odd infected that they were aware of.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So moral of the story is just don't go to church and you'll be safe.
Let's just say if I was in an area that was prone to it, I would avoid large public gatherings.
Yeah, maybe they didn't know yet.
Well, I mean, but if you want something funny that's medical, because, yeah, I do fully believe the coronavirus thing is going to go full pandemic just because no vaccine.
Right.
And we're barely ramping up test capacity for it now.
Yeah.
And until you can get to wide-scale testing, I think it's going to move around. But in medical news of things that are slightly funnier than that, people are going to die. But in medical news of things that are slightly funnier than that, this last week they came out with a story to where doctors have advised people not to shove frozen potatoes up their ass. Apparently,
why not?
This is a thing because
why can we not do that anymore?
Some
Why can we not do this common practice any longer?
But apparently, people who are suffering from hemorrhoids went out and Googled some dumb shit on the internet and found out that if they stuck a frozen potato up their ass, that it would provide temporary relief. So, you know, doctors are seeing motherfuckers come in with like frozen Orata French fries up their butt.
How's that helping the hemorrhoids?
I've had to deal with those a couple of times in my life. Yeah, that's a nice little.
I can't imagine how that's
picture.
Helping.
It's not. It's really.
Shove this oblong solid up your ass.
Yeah, if your ass hurts, what you really need to do is shove this solid up your ass, and that'll totally fix it.
Yeah, preparation H is just snake oil. What you really need is a potato.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Gwyneth Paltrow would be all behind that.
Oh, only if she's getting a check from it.
Yeah.
Only if it's her potatoes that she's growing herself.
What it is it would be organic, GMO, or non-GMO.
Free-range potatoes.
Free-range potatoes.
They were allowed to roam wherever they wanted.
Yeah. These potatoes were totally happy and frolicking and playing with their little spud buddies. And then we killed them so you could shove them up your ass.
That's so... I didn't know that... Is that a real thing?
Yes. Google it.
I believe you, unfortunately.
Come on. Google it.
All right. Hang on. Turn my phone on mute before I start Googling potatoes in the ass. Potato. Hemorrhoid treatment. Wow, it auto-completed for me. Try. It sounds strange. That's a fucking understatement. But a compress made from potato is a surprisingly effective home remedy for hemorrhoids. That would be fucking surprising. I'm done. The internet is officially a terrible thing. It was good for about 10 years.
Well, I'm not even sure about that. I remember I was working in a facility. And this facility, it had UPS power backups.
Okay.
And
as opposed to FedEx power backups?
Yeah, as opposed to FedEx power backups. So what would happen is, since there was so much juice running through these UPS units, and we found this out later, that the batteries were getting so much voltage transferred through them that they got hot enough to where they would melt the plastic in between the battery banks.
So, no fans? There was no fans on these?
There were fans on it, and it was still happening. That's how much juice was running through these things.
Jesus Christ.
So you'd be sitting there at the desk, which was approximately 20 feet from these units, and you would smell something that smelled exactly like, surprise, burning plastic.
Right.
And you would get up and you would look for this smell. And see, it was only happening for a couple of seconds. So by the time that you got to it, the fans had already blown that smell out and circulated it around the room. So you're wandering around this place like a madman. You're like, I smell something burning.
But it's everywhere.
But I can't seem to find it. And so, other people, they thought I was crazy until they got in my place and they smelled it. So, I was sitting there and I decided to Google, I'm like, I figure I have the collective knowledge of mankind at my fingertips. Surely somebody has figured something like this out.
You're having a stroke.
So I Googled,
if you smell burning plastic.
I can't find the burning smell. And the first 9 out of 10 search suggestions suggested that I had a tumor. So,
and everyone else that entered your facility also had a tumor, apparently.
Yeah, apparently it was location-based tumors, that just mysteriously pop up. So the internet has been an unusual tool for a long, long time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Unusual and helpful, sort of, but it's... Dumb people can write just as easily as smart people can write. Nothing's vetted on the internet.
Yeah, it's kind of like asking your alcoholic uncle for help. You really never know what you're going to get.
You know what? This might be awesome. Or it might be awesome in a completely different way. Either he's going to help, or I just get to have entertainment for the next 2 hours.
Good Lord.
Alcoholic uncles. I've never had one. I can't say that any of my uncles are raging alcoholics.
Well, I don't know if any... Well, let's see. 1, 2... let's just say there have been some people with some issues, but I don't necessarily know of any alcoholics per se. But
with some issues.
There are some with some issues. When you're 8 years old and one of your uncles wants you to pee into a a Baby Johnson shampoo bottle so they can use that to pass their drug test. I'm just saying that was a interesting introduction to the world of drug tests. I had no idea why this guy wanted me to pee in the bottle. Why the fuck do you want me to pee in a bottle?
Like, don't worry about it. Just pee.
Just pee in that bottle.
Pee in that bottle right there. So, speaking of the coronavirus, I know we keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
But I'm going on a cruise in like a month.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck are you thinking?
What's the problem? If coronavirus isn't on the boat, then I'm safe.
Sure. We'll get... Oh, well, what kind of cruise are you taking? Let me...
Bahamas, leaving out of
Okay.
the Carolinas.
I get that.
But they're stopping in Japan. That's fine, right?
That would seem to be an odd route to take.
It's fine.
From the Carolinas to the Bahamas
Via Japan. Yeah, you have to circle the entire globe.
Yeah, that's like, hey, Adam, we're going to go to the store and get something to drink. But on the way, we're going to stop by California and get some tacos.
Hey, they have good tacos in California. It's not our fault the food in Colorado sucks ass.
Well, the green chili is good.
Yeah, it's good the first 17 times.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to try to do, though, personally, I think I'm going to make some burgers because, everybody's ape shit about this thing in Pueblo called the Slopper. And I'm not driving my monkey ass down to Pueblo to go get a cheeseburger.
Well, if you pull up to certain places in Pueblo and order the Slopper, I feel like you're not going to get a cheeseburger. They're going to tell you to pull around back.
And somebody's going to take out their dentures.
How's it going, honey? The
Slopper.
Where is this?
It is a cheeseburger that they came up with. Some restaurant down in Pueblo, and the whole thing with it is they just put green chili on their cheeseburger. And I don't think there's anything else with it other than that, but weirdly enough, I had something similar. While it wasn't the official Slopper,
it was the knockoff.
They called Slopper. It Slopper style. Which sounds like the worst dance ever to come out of South Korea.
The Sloppers.
Oh, that is Slopper style.
Open Slopper style.
But I had one, and it was pretty good. But, damn, I will tell you one thing. I do most certainly miss biscuits and gravy.
Me too. The McDonald's here don't even serve biscuits and gravy, and I don't understand. I thought it was a thing where corporate gave you a fucking menu, and that's what you had.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could just choose not to do it because no one fucking wants it.
Yeah. It's like, no, we're not going to do that.
We don't do that shit here.
We don't do that in Colorado.
It's on the menu outside, but they marked it out with a fucking magic marker.
I will take the
the bit gravy.
Yeah.
The first time I tried to order, they're like, we don't have that. I was like, oh. I thought this was a McDonald's. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, weirdly enough, they still have sweet tea, though, although there seems to be no in between. Either someone takes an entire 5-pound bag of sugar and dumps it in the damn thing.
Yes.
Or they put like half a teaspoon in 5 gallons of tea.
It's supposed to be distributed. S&D Coffee gives them their sweet tea. It's already mixed.
Yeah. Either that or I'm just going to say...
Or they put 2 packets of Splenda in the entire fucking container and call that sweet tea.
Jesus.
After it's already cold.
Well, I mean, I figure it's either that or the splendid training model at your local McDonald's to where, somebody just goes, tea, and just doesn't pay attention to which one.
Yeah, well, I mean, here, some people just don't know that sweet tea exists.
Yeah, and that's just kind of sad.
It's strange. Can I have sweet tea? Well, we can give you tea and then sugar packets. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a Coke.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all going to settle in the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to have crunchy tea when I start sucking it up through this fucking straw.
Hey, can I get that new crunchy tea? That would be awesome.
So, regarding this cruise I'm going on,
Yes.
they have addressed the coronavirus panic.
Sure.
So you can reschedule your cruise.
Okay.
They'll give you a discount to reschedule. Or you can go on it anyway and get a $100 credit. So I think it's worth it. $100 to get the coronavirus, I think it's worth it.
$100 for what?
$100 credit on your room so you can like order stuff or whatever you want to do.
Ah.
See?
Sure.
See? $100 credit.
Yeah, that totally makes it better.
That's gonna make me feel better when I have coronavirus. I'm like, man, that $100 though.
Well, I mean, the good news is if you get coronavirus, you should come out on the other side fine.
Yeah.
It's just, as far as all that stuff, it's just like the flu. It's going to get the weak and the elderly.
Yeah.
But
The only difference really is that, again, we don't have a coronavirus shot that everyone gets. So it's just hitting the fuck out of everybody. But it's basically the same shit. Diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and then you lose all your fluids and die.
Oh, isn't that fun? Nothing
yeah.
says fun like losing all of your fluids
Hey,
and dying.
I like losing all my fluids from time to time.
I like losing some of my fluids.
I like losing certain fluids.
Certain fluids strategically. And I like for there to be an eager participant in the removal of those fluids. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll pass. I appreciate the offer, but...
No. See, I'm going to introduce you to what I like to call the fuzz rule.
I'm listening.
If my man fuzz touches someone else's man fuzz,
Okay.
one of us has got to die.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that way no one can ever hear about it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. How the fuck do we segue out of this?
Well, then I have other rules. We have like if I have a friend of mine that's staying over, or I decide to take on a temporary roommate, I like to have the what I refer to as the no nuts rule.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you're wearing around the house.
Just don't pull a John Ritter on us.
Just I don't want to see your nuts.
Don't pull a Three's Company John Ritter, show a nut real quick on us.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
The no nuts rule.
Do you have any roommate rules? Like if you've ever had a roommate before, what did you guys come up with?
I hate roommates.
Well, it's like for the most part, I'm not a fan of roommates. Roommates are best on a temporary basis. Like, okay, yeah, you can stay here for blah 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 until.
Well, I had some for a while. They were super cool. Like they were respectful, washed dishes when they dirtied them up and shit like that. But I just fucking hate people. So.
I can sympathize with that.
I was like, I hate this. Are you okay? You guys are fine. You guys are perfect. I hate people and you guys happen to be human, so I apologize.
If you were like from another planet, this may have worked out better.
If you were something that I had ownership of, like a dog, it'd be pretty cool, but it's fine. I felt so bad because they were so cool. Like,
yeah,
they were so nice, and I would, be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm going to stay in my room.
I can understand. Well, I mean, it's you've got a little bit of the introvert in you.
Yes, not at the moment, but we're going to meet up later. But first, he's going to give me a slopper.
Oh my God. Have you ever watched that show on Netflix, Paradise PD?
I haven't. I've seen like the little trailers for it and shit, but I haven't watched it.
Oh my fucking god! You need to watch that.
Wait. Is Paradise PD the one where the kid shoots his dad's nuts off?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I have seen parts of that. And his dad hates him for it his whole life.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
That's pretty good. What kills me most is the perverted old guy.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
That and the dog. The drug dog that's addicted to drugs. Especially the episode where they're taking to dog fighting and he's totally doing wrestling moves, and like the last fight he has, he's dressed up like fucking Randy Macho Man Savage from 1988.
And I'm assuming the other dog is just a dog.
The other dog at that point looks like he grew up eating other dogs' testicles.
So the other dog's foaming at the mouth.
Pretty much.
And the protagonist dog is personified to the point where he's jumping off the top rope and shit.
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes. You really need to watch that one.
It's fucking awesome.
But the old perverted guy, when you were talking about going to get the slopper, there was this one episode in particular where he was walking around with basically two boards that were hinged together, and one of them had a hole cut in it, and he like, "Hey, sharks, did you ever need a glory hole but not have one handy?"
He just walks around with
Yeah, so he's got his own portable glory hole.
Wonder who's behind this.
Yeah, maybe everybody needs one of those. Just walk around with your own portable glory hole.
I'll have to get one of those.
Yeah.
I want like an entire stall wall though that I just carry around, a big granite stone fucking stall.
Well, that would be probably pretty inconvenient to carry around.
But you never know.
But you never
know when you're going to need it, Doug.
When you look at somebody and you think, I'd like a blowjob, but I really don't want to see you do it.
Let me pull out my portable glory hole I've been carrying for the past 4 months. I knew this would come in handy.
And that's one thing. It's like, let's say, well, no, not let's say, I have never been to a glory hole, and if I ever lost my mind and decided to go to a place that had one, I would be terrified of what was on the other side, because no matter what's on the other side of that hole,
right,
it would not be as horrible as my imagination would be.
I think I've been to some venues that had a glory hole in the stall. Strange. It's very strange. I just shove some toilet paper in it so people can't look at me.
So you've been to one, we'll say unintentionally.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a bathroom.
Yeah, you were there to do number 2, and you're like, well, let me dam up this little hole so I'm not sitting here taking a shit and a strange wang happens to pop through here. It's like, I don't know you.
Jesus Christ. What a dick.
Oh my God, it's got a freckle on it. Looks like Spot.
I think the
Stop
idea
staring at me.
is that when you're using one of those, you don't give a fuck what's on the other side.
Yeah, but my mind's just a little bit too active for that.
What is this a dog? What the fuck? It's so what? I think the idea is that you don't give a fuck. You're so coked up, you don't care.
All I could imagine would be on the other side was a male/female version of the Crypt Keeper that loved giving blowjobs.
Fucking Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the good thing is if it was the Crypt Keeper, you would hear him.
Well, this is true.
You would know, right?
You'd be like, Crypt Keeper, is that you
God
again?
damn it, Crypt Keeper.
God damn it.
Get out of the bathroom, Crypt Keeper. Jesus Christ. All right, Doug. How long do you want this? We're at 25.
That's what she said. Mark.
Oh, no, we're leaving it.
That's staying in.
That's what she said. Jesus.
Oh, my God. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that you want to cover?
That's all I had was my coronavirus, but $100, so it's okay.
Coronavirus, $100, no problem.
Pretty much worth it. I mean, I don't even understand why they asked, because of course anyone's going to take that deal.
Of course.
Yeah. I'll get coronavirus for $100. The symptoms only last like a week or two. It's like the flu. It'll be fine.
A week or two, $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a widely different view on money.
But I'm getting paid from my job as well, so see? See? $100 on top of it's like a bonus.
Bonus. Yeah.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
See? Now you're starting to think about you would totally do it.
Yeah, I'm just, it's like, I'm not shitting on the concept of cruises in general. But as far as like taking a cruise to somewhere, as far as if I get it if you were taking like a tourist cruise, like there's a lot that go to Alaska.
Right.
And, go up against the coast or Glacier Bay and then see, large glaciers falling off.
Yeah.
I get that. You go see whales and things, obviously, that are in the ocean. But as far as like going to an exotic destination, I would rather just get there as opposed to dealing with people. I mean, it just especially given the fact that you're like, I don't like roommates because they're people. You're getting on a fucking boat full of people.
It's a family thing. It's not just me.
Oh, so there's some obligation involved in this one.
Yes.
All right, I got you. I get it.
Don't think I would do it on my own. I would just do what you're saying and just fly there and then find a room where I could stay alone the entire time. Oh my God, we're going to the Bahamas. All right, I'm getting in my room. I'm staying here the entire week. I have groceries.
It's beautiful outside. Fuck that. I'm staying in here.
It's beautiful outside, so I've been told.
Honestly, have you ever been to Miami?
Not to Miami, no.
Okay.
I've been to Florida. That was enough.
All right. I will tell you this. Go to Miami and go there. And I know it's going to be hot as swamp balls.
Yes. Well, it's Florida, so yes.
Right. Miami's a little more special as far as just being hot. Sort of further south you go,
Yeah.
closer to the equator.
Oh, wow. Oh, getting scientific on me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Damn.
But go to Miami.
Okay.
Go there in the summer. And
why would I go in the summer? If I could just go in like the fall, you know what I mean? It might not be.
Well, I mean, out of all the places that I've ever been, and every movie that you see, they go out, they get all these extras, they get all these models to walk around, especially if they're solving crimes on the beach. People love to solve crimes on the beach.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of crime happens on the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't you been to the beach?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's just killing each other all the time.
And then, what's his nuts puts on his glasses and says something, and then the Who kicks in. Yeah!
Looks like this one's washed up.
Oh, God, I'd love to drown that guy. But anyway.
It's not his fault. He doesn't write the shit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't write the shit, but still, yes. Maybe I don't want to drown him. Maybe I just want to drown the guy that writes the lines. But anyway, apart from that, Miami is the only place that I have ever been where the reality was the same as the TV shows and the movies. It was almost, when I was there, I felt out of place because all the females were so good looking. It seemed like they had set up a perimeter around Miami, and if they weren't above an 8, they weren't allowed in. But the other weird thing is, in a strange contrast to that, the Jewish community is huge
In Miami?
In Miami.
Weird.
They have and it's not just your standard everyday Jews. It's your Hasidic Jews.
Right.
You know, the guys walking around with hats, the little fucking curly Qs, and it's really weird.
This seems like a strange combination.
It is. It's really strange to see that in the same atmosphere that you're just seeing endless thongs. You know, it seems like an odd combination. And there's Cubans running all over the place. There's Cuban women running all over the place. Highly recommended.
Hell yes.
Yeah, but it would be a good vacation for you.
But see, that requires going to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no cruises to Florida? Is that the problem? There's no cruise from Colorado to Florida, Doug.
I can't. No, it's the fact that Florida is awful.
Well, you know, they do have the Florida man stories. And
People are crazy in Florida.
Florida women stories.
People are crazy. It's just bad. It's all humid, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in swamp ass all day. And you're like, all right, here's this city. But here's the thing. It's even hotter. You're not selling it very well.
Well, I mean, while sweat is running down your ass crack, you're going to have a really good view.
Jesus.
I have swamp ass, but look at that ass over there.
I'm going to have to check out Miami sometime, but so many, people, one place.
Yeah, there's lots of people in lots of places.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have a secret desire to move to Montana or something.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Where the population of the entire state is under 1 million. I think it's like 560 some odd thousand.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah, but it should be fucking southern Canada.
No, we're proud to have Montana, okay?
Well, it's like, obviously I was raised in the South, so
okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the cold. Now, we're in Denver, Colorado, and this is fucking cold enough.
Yeah.
I think anything that is colder than this, we should just call that Southern Canada.
North Dakota. Let's move there.
Yeah. No, I'm not moving to fucking North Dakota.
Let's do it. They have a good flight school.
I could get, you could be like, you're going to have a harem with unlimited blowjobs, and I'd still be like, no, not fucking Montana. Not fucking
Sorry,
Montana.
Not worth it. I can't get it up in sub-zero temperature.
Well, I mean, if you had 6 foot of snow outside your front door and couldn't even open the motherfucker, I guess, unlimited blowjobs would be a great way to spend your time, but... eventually you'd be done. Those fluids would be gone.
Just rehydrate. Just drink some water.
Just rehydrate.
Take a 30. You'll be all right.
Oh, that's all I got.
All right. We'll wrap this up. 34 minutes.
There we go. See, that's
perfect.
That's an appropriate snack size podcast.
That's a good size podcast you got, Doug.
Yeah.
I like the size of your podcast. All right, later, everybody.